That's really assuming nowadays.
Oh.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Committee on Public Services. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Kenlock,
Present.
Commissioner Clementi,
Here.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Here.
Commissioner Palomero.
Here.
Chairman Recchi,
Here.
you have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone and welcome. I want to welcome back the board members that have been on this committee for years and our new commissioner who's now going to be here. Yay. Kara Clementi. So it should be a good year with this group. All right, next item.
C, approval of the December 10th, 2024 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Okay, we have approval and support. Any questions? Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Next item.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding the October 2024 report of all complaint calls made to 1-888 road crew.
Okay, and can you also read number 2?
Item 2, forwarding the November 2024 report of all complaint calls made to 1-888 road crew.
Any questions on this? All right, we'll take all of the items at the very end. Okay, Madam Clerk, next one.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the city of River Rouge for improvements to Memorial Park.
Any questions? Okay, of course, this is Commissioner Millage money. All right, next item.
Item 4, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a cooperative agreement with the 1-year option to renew with Professional Engineering Associates, Inc., DBA PEA Group, to add services to the scope of work and to continue to develop and provide construction drawings and plans for improvements to the Nankin Mills Interpretive Center campus and comfort station in the city of Westland.
Is anybody here on this? Good morning. I think I saw you driving down 96.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Hi. Elizabeth Isler, Chief of Planning, Wayne County Parks. Yes, so this is a project that's connected to our ARPA funding, and we're doing basically a overall renovation to the campus. And as the project evolved, the scope changed, and so we need some additional work done to some of the buildings that the architects and engineers are going to do. So.
And to the comfort station?
The comfort station, yes, it's the one across the street. We're adding an ADA ramp to
Okay.
that so that people can get from the shelter up to the bathroom building.
Okay, so will this begin in spring?
That's our hope is, yeah, late spring, summer, that the actual construction will begin. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. Any questions? Okay, thank you very much.
I might stay.
Yeah. Madam Clerk, can you read the next one?
Item 5, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a cooperative agreement with Professional Engineering Associates, Inc., DBA PEA Group, to add services to the scope of work and continue to provide surveying, engineering, and landscape architectural services for Benoit Dorsey Park in the city of Wayne.
Okay, is there anything that we should know about this? This is a commissioner's
Right.
Park project?
This is another ARPA project. So we just need to do additional Eagle. They asked for additional studies for floodway studies. We're adding a comfort station to Vinoy. So.
Okay, so this isn't part of the millage money. This is ARPA funds?
Yeah, this is also ARPA.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, questions on this? All right, thank you. Next item.
Item 6, requesting commission approval of modification 3 to a 3-year real estate lease with Persiconie and Persiconie LLC to continue to provide office space for the Department of Public Services, Environmental Services Division, and the Department of Senior Services.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Jim Jernigan, Office of Corporation Counsel. This is exactly what was just described, an extension on the lease for 3600 Commerce Court.
Okay, how long have they been in that? Long time.
Long time.
Okay. So it's $10,000 a month and this goes till December of 2027?
Yes.
Okay. All right, any questions on this? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next item.
Item 7, requesting commission approval of a 3-year professional services contract with a 6-month option to renew with Pipeline Management Company LLC for televising, inspecting, cleaning, and structurally evaluating the Rouge Valley Sewage Disposal System.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Michelle Yancey, DPS admin. Patrick Cullen should be on Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Patrick, are you on Zoom?
If not,
He's
If
not on
not-
Zoom. He probably didn't know this is going to go so fast.
exactly. And Liz Barrera is parking. Says she would be up in a couple minutes. Can we move this to
Sure.
the end of the agenda?
Sure.
Okay,
We'll just skip it right now and come back to it.
thank you.
Okay. All right, next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 8, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year contract with the 1-year option to renew with Wade Trim Associates, Inc. for additional oversight services to continue construction engineering services for the Merriman Road rehabilitation.
Okay, is someone here on this? Good morning. Is the green light on?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's on, sorry.
Okay, so tell us about this. Is this an additional monies that we're approving, or has this work already been done?
No, this is the additional money that, as you know, this is for Merriman Road Bridge. It's supposed to be 1-year construction, extended to 2-year construction. So we had to continue using their services. And then, bridge was open to traffic almost at the end of the year last year. But there are some minor work needs to be done in the spring. So that we can maintain them, and then we will have to close the job because this is an MDOT funded job. Usually it takes up to 6 months to close the job. So we need their services until we completely close the job and accept it by MDOT.
So there's still traffic going over the bridge, right?
Yeah, it's open to traffic. It's just minor restorations and some sealing, like on the structure we have to do. It has to be done in a certain temperature, which will be almost middle of the springtime.
So this is another 500,000, a little over 500,000.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then that's it?
It should be.
Okay.
It should be.
You know, I'd like to know, I mean, you could send it to me and I could send it off to the committee members, how much this bridge actually costs, the whole thing, when it's done.
Could do that. No problem.
Thank you. Does anybody have questions on this? Okay, well, hopefully this is the last of it.
Yeah, we're very excited to see it open. Trust
Yeah.
me. It was, it's one of these projects that we had to deal with.
Yeah.
It's, but the people who are going to deal with it's going to be another 100 years from now. So,
Yeah, that's hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll be looking forward to that email or whatever, if you want to call me, or I just would like to know what the total cost of that
Yeah.
bridge was.
yeah, we'll give you the total cost as soon as we, MDOT closes the job.
Okay,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
I think I have the next
Oh, do you, okay.
4 items.
Oh, the next 4, okay.
If
All
you
right,
have
Madam
any questions.
Clerk.
Item 9, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year professional services contract with a 1-year option to renew with Alfred Benesch and Company for professional engineering services for the rehabilitation of Hannon Road from Van Born Road to Michigan Avenue in the city of Wayne and Township of Canton.
Okay, you want to just tell us about this?
Yeah, this is one of the road projects that where Benesch Corporation was the CE on it. What's happened is supposed to be also a one construction season. Unfortunately, the railroad company, they delayed issuing their permit to the contractor. So the contractor had to gap the work for the railroad, and they had to come back the following year to do the work. So it should have been completed in 2023 if the railroad doesn't take that long to issue their permits. So they had to come back on 2024 to finish the work. So Benesch, when they submitted bid, was based on one season and so many hours of work, not to come back for another season. So this is the additional money that we have to pay to Panache.
And this is just for the engineering services, right?
It is construction engineering. They were the construction engineers on this project.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
all right. And then they're going to do the project after the engineering? It's
Yes.
okay.
It's completed. It's already done. And
Oh, it is done?
it is,
Okay,
it's
okay,
complete. Yeah.
okay, got it. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Next item.
Item 10, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year agreement with the 1-year option to renew with Great Lakes Engineering Group to continue to provide professional engineering services to reconstruct 6 Mile Road bridges over East Hines Drive, over Middle Rouge and Northville Township.
Okay, want to tell us about this?
Yeah, this one, as you know, we do have Great Lakes. They are the ones who's working on designing the 2 bridges. Because almost the design is completed, but unfortunately, because of the funding, we have to retain them until we have funding to construct the bridge. So these 2 bridges kind of right now waiting on funding to be constructed. But what we need from Great Lakes, they are the designers, because they're required to, when the bridge is constructed, to do the load rating. It would be by the design, so we need to extend their contract. So there's really no additional money. We're just gonna continue with their services.
And it looks like on this design, they're going to have sidewalks along those bridges, right?
As far as I know, this has been negotiated with the township.
Okay,
Yes.
and the township will be responsible for the cost of the sidewalks?
I think there was some kind of agreement.
Okay,
Or-
I know that they were talking about that in the past, but
Yeah.
yeah, just as long as there's sidewalks there.
Mhm.
Okay, questions on this? Yeah, go ahead.
So you're talking about sidewalks. Thank you, Madam Chair. Who's going to maintain those? The township?
I don't know.
Uh,
The township will pay for them, I believe.
Yeah, I think part of the negotiations, if I remember correctly, it has been a while, that the township will contribute some money toward the gap and the sidewalks and the sidewalk itself. For the bridge, typically it's our workforce will take care of the bridge, and probably the sidewalk, maybe Steve is here. They probably will do the sidewalk on the bridge, but outside the limits of that would be the responsibility of the community.
Okay, thank you.
So Sammy, let me ask you, the weeds that grow up not on the new bridges, something must be put there, but where the bridges go
With the
down, there's a
wind
lot
walls.
of weeds, and I get complaints about them all the time. Is there anybody that goes around and cuts those things? I know they go right back up again, but Steve's pointing to himself. And we have a large county. I mean, I know this is Oliver, but I get a couple people that are writing me constantly about these weeds. I feel like going out there with like
Yeah.
just start chopping them.
Yeah.
Yeah, weed whacker.
It's-
And I know it's hard to do this, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I'm
think-
sure you can't put chemicals on them because it'll go into the,
Right. Right.
So-
I think, as we build our workforce and we will have more people on the road to monitor these things and to answer uh, they needed services. And probably Steve can attest, it's just, we have so many of these calls probably
Yeah.
taken, and with probably shortage of employees, especially in the bridge department. These are the ones who really usually first step that they take a look at the bridge and the parts of the bridge that needs to be repaired or to be maintained,
okay.
so yes.
Well, sounds good. Maybe we'll be hiring more people. I'm sure my office gives a lot of those that you see, so sorry about that. Okay, any questions on this? All right, next item.
Item 11, requesting commission approval of a resolution to accept jurisdiction and control over the road and right-of-way of Prescott Road from Warman Road to Vining Road in Huron Township for public road purposes.
Okay, tell us about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, Prescott Road it's a Wayne County, planned to be a Wayne County. This is obviously, if you remember, this is a horse race track where that area is, and it was always to connect Vining, because Vining and Wayne Road, where we aligned the Wayne Road south of Pennsylvania to be two major roads, and Prescott is to connect both of them for development. But now, since we do have a different owner, that's what they're gonna do. They want that connector road between Vining and Wayne Road to connect them. This way, when they have parcels, they will have a parcels on a collector road that's Class A road to be used for these new developments.
Okay, and we will maintain that road.
Yeah, it
Wayne
will
County.
be our road, and we will be collecting, money from MDOT on that
Okay.
road.
All right, any questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Or you're not on the next. You're not on the next one, yeah. Okay, Madam Clerk?
Item 12, requesting commission approval of three grant agreements with the Michigan Department of State Police for the Federal Emergency Management Agency funds related to the June 2021 floods at the medical examiner's office and countywide.
Morning.
Good morning to the chair, co-chair, and chair of the body.
Sure.
I'm Darrell Jones, Facility Management and Planning, Director of Facility Management.
Is your green light on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right.
Maybe it was.
All right, go ahead and tell us. I assume this work was already done and we're getting,
Yeah, actually,
Monies.
I believe we may have already received the funding for this. It was a federal grant that
Mhm.
was procured through state of Michigan. And it was basically for three different divisions. One, the priority was actually the medical examiner office. We received about $253,000 in damage. The remaining odds went to, I believe, roads or something like that from this process.
okay,
And that's what it was to secure that. It took a long time in coming, and
Yeah.
finally we got that processed, and I believe they had cut the checks somewhere around December the 30th.
oh, good, okay. Any questions on this? All right, thank you.
Okay.
Next item.
Item 13, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year sole source professional services contract with Care Pump and Supply to continue to provide Fairbanks pump parts and repair services on an on-demand basis.
Okay, someone here on this? Good morning. Happy New Year.
Steve Shea, Division Director of DPS Road Maintenance.
Okay, so this is just ongoing pump.
Yes, so this particular one, Kerr Pumps Commissioners, this is a highly used vendor for our pump stations. It deals not only with the various types of pumps, whether it be Flight, Johnston, Peerless pumps. Like I said, there's a variety of pump that's really needed for a pump station repair. In addition to that, Commissioners, is they also do pump repair for us as well. Something if we don't know how to fix or if we can't fix, they'll be able to do that for us.
Okay. We also do the pumps at the airport.
Yes.
Right.
So we not only maintain MDOT pump stations, but we also have 32 pump stations here in Wayne County, plus 13 at the airport.
Okay, any questions on this? All right. Thank you, Steve. Are you the next one?
I have the next three.
Oh, the next three. Okay, great. Perfect. Madam Clerk?
Item 14, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year professional services contract with a 2-year option to renew with Duke's Root Control to continue to provide as-needed catch basin cleanout, jetting of storm sewer piping, blockage, removal, and disposal of non-hazardous sludge and liquids to an Eagle-approved facility.
So this company, Dukes, is formerly known as Pipe Tech. They just changed their name. They provide catch basin repair, jetting, cameras, also disposal of debris once they vector out all the debris from the basin. So, and that debris has to actually go to a spec to maintain our basins, but also flood control.
So are some of the Wayne County workers still doing this as well?
Some, right. But the idea is to try to do as many catch basins as possible throughout the county. We already applied for a FEMA grant previously to do that, but we will continue. You know, we have two vendors that are actually going around building basins. And then now this is needed to jet those lines to make sure there's no blockage in order to have proper flow.
And they're going into areas that are having problems as
Yes, ma'am.
well.
Yes, ma'am.
And we only have one company doing this now?
We have actually this one and the second one called Rogue.
Okay,
So
we actually do
you
have two now?
Right.
Okay. All right, any questions? Rogue? Any questions on this? All right, thank you. Next item.
Item 15, requesting commission approval of Amendment 5 to a one-year purchase order with the one-year option to renew with Cadillac Asphalt for the purchase and delivery of hot mix asphalt to various job sites.
Okay.
So again, this is part of our paving projects that we're happy. We're trying to set our goal to reach the 150 lane miles this year, to continue to improve our roadways and by resurfacing them and, basically doing the 2-inch mill and fill. It's something that, our construction division really excels at.
Yep. And so the goal is about 150 miles this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sounds wonderful. Any questions? Go ahead.
What was the amount last year? Thank you, Madam Chair. Sorry. What was the amount last year that we
We
did?
did last year we did 100 lane miles.
100. Okay, so your goal is 150.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the
And the
year,
year before, we did 180 lane miles.
Oh,
And the year before that, we did 150 lane miles.
okay. Thank you for.
last year,
that.
you were concentrating on the basins.
Yes, we were
more, so that-
concentrating more on ditching basins, we have to there are some areas that we lacked of. And now we're bringing everything back. And we also do crack sealing too, so.
Yep.
To do preventive maintenance on our roadways.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 16, requesting commission approval of Amendment 2 to a 3-year professional engineering services contract with the 1-year option to renew with DLZ Michigan to add services to the scope of services for rehabilitation, construction, and traffic signal modernization at the intersection of Wayne Road and Ecorse Road in the city of Romulus.
This is kind of self-explanatory. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, next one.
Item 17, requesting commission approval of a 3-year contract with the 1-year option to renew with Central Polybag Corp. for trash bags for the Department of Public Services Equipment Division.
I said it's definitely self-explanatory.
That's a lot of trash bags. Okay, no questions on this? Okay, can we go back now to number 7 is? Jeez. Why? Are they here yet, Michelle? If not, we have an agenda. We can come back. Okay. I apologize. Oh, no problem.
My name is Elizabeth Barrera. I'm Assistant Division Director for DPS Environmental Services.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, why don't you just tell us about this item?
Are we on the pipeline?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is loan number, we just got loan number 3 approved about maybe almost a year ago. They're going to be doing sewer televising on the Rouge Valley Sewage Disposal System. It's part of the SRF.
Okay, so this is a loan, or do we have to pay this back?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's a loan. Yes, we have to pay it back. And we've already had, this is the 3rd loan we're on, and we actually have loan 4 that's going to be closing in fiscal year 26.
Okay,
It's in regards to the long-term corrective action plan for the Rouge Valley Sewer System.
okay. All right, sounds good. Questions on this? All right, thank you for coming in for 30 seconds.
Thank you. And I apologize again.
No,
Sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. Okay, next item. Oh, you mean for the discussion? Okay, we're just gonna take I'll tell you what happened this morning. I'd like to take the discussion item just off the agenda, not pass it for the day, but we're gonna put it on in 2 or 3 weeks. I talked to Dio today and he's asking that we wait at least a couple weeks and he'll have a plan in place, and he doesn't want to present anything today. But he will come forward with something and we'll put it right back. If at that point it's just a discussion item.
Okay.
Is that all right with everyone? Okay, because spring is coming. We have to get this moving. So, okay, thank you. All right, next item.
Moving to the addenda, item 19, requesting commission approval of a contract with the one-year option to renew with Tetra Tech of Michigan to provide professional engineering design services to repair and upgrade 5 pump stations and construction administration of 11 pump stations within the county.
Morning again.
Commissioners. So Tetra Tech is our engineering vendor that starts doing the design work for our pump stations. Currently, we have 3 that's under construction, looking to wrap up on those. And then we have 6. The design work is complete, ready to go out for bid. And the remaining 5, that's what we're looking to get the extension on this contract to finish up the design work so we can move along. It's been a long time since we've had maintenance on some of our pump stations.
Yes, you've all seen that, right? Commissioner Baydoun, go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Steve, which 3 pumps have been completed already?
So the first one, it's pump station 716. It's on 994 in Taylor. That's one. The second one, the 111, is on Greenfield
On Michigan Avenue?
and Michigan Avenue.
Okay.
Those were the critical 3 out of those lists. And then pump station 182 is over on I-75 and Allen Road. So that's actually through, we got a grant from Congresswoman Tlaib's office to rehabilitate that particular pump station.
What about the pump station on Wyoming as you go to the south end where we have some issues when there's a lot of heavy rain?
So I don't know if you know,
Southern.
but I don't know if we're ready to announce that yet. I'm sure Sammy can add more. That's a new one that's in the design work already.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Thank you, Steve.
Anybody else? All right, thanks, Steve.
thank you again.
Next item.
Item 20, requesting commission approval of Amendment 4 to and restatement of a 5-year lease agreement with a 5-year option to renew with 400 Monroe Limited Partnership to lease 126,834 square feet of office and storage space at the International Building at 400 Monroe Street in Detroit.
Thank you. Good morning again.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Joan Gregg, Deputy Director of Facilities Management and Planning.
Morning, Jim Jernigan, Office of Corporation Counsel.
Okay. So this is just another lease to keep going with that. Is there anything different from the past as far as people using different spaces or?
Registered Deeds is no longer on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
We've eliminated that space, so the total square footage is slightly less than it's been in the past.
Okay.
But other than that, it's basically the
And
same.
where are they now? Registered Deeds?
Well, they're on 7. They're on
Okay.
7, sorry.
Okay.
But they had been utilizing some space on the 2nd
Got it.
floor,
Now they're
but
just
they're
on
not doing
7.
that anymore,
Okay.
correct?
Okay, so no other differences?
No, slight bump in price.
Yeah.
But other than that, everybody's in the same places they have been.
Okay, Commissioner Kinlock?
Madam Chair, without objection, I would move to receive and file items 1 and approve item 2 through 20. I would like to be the maker of the motion on 19 and 20.
Okay.
Support.
Items 1 and 2 are receive and file items.
Right,
1
1
and
and 2
2.
receive and file. I
And-
stand corrected.
And you can be that maker of the motion, and thank you, by the way, at full board,
Yes, at full board.
okay? Any questions before we vote? Anything you want to tell me about being the maker of the motion for next time?
Right, don't forget, right.
Madam
Commissioner
Chair, if I could be the maker of motion number 3, please.
Cl- All right, I've got it written down, so. Okay, roll call, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Kenlock,
Yes.
Commissioner Clemente,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydun,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomero,
Yes.
Chairman Recchi.
Yes. Did we have a second on that? Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right.
Motion carried.
All right. Sounds good. Next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I have not heard of any. Next item.
G, public comments.
Okay. Is there anyone here in this room that would like to address the Committee on Public Services? You can come forward. 2 minutes. Peace. Madam Clerk, did we get any emails?
No emails were received.
Okay. How about can you unmute everyone? Is there any hands up for Zoom?
There are no hands raised on Zoom.
Okay, if anybody would like to address the Committee on Public Services, that's on the phone or Zoom, please go ahead. Okay, seeing none, hearing none. Next item.
Adjournment.
All right. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are now